I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Harrison, New York, where we find a frauditor that goes by the name of Good Guy Audits. Now, he doesn't go inside the post office today. He's standing outside exercising his First American Amendment rights. Now, that looks rather suspicious, so some people call the police and he refuses to cooperate with the police. Well, no surprise there. And at the end of the video, when he says, "Am I being detained?" the police say, "No, you're free to go." And he says, "Well, I'm free to stay too then, right?" Oh, man, what can I tell you? Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
Oh, she left. These people are playing games. Every time I leave, they come out. These people are hilarious. This is White Plains.
Moments later.
They said no trespassing. That's a good sign that they have, which means you can't go back there.
Now wait just a minute, I'm confused. This idiot was just in the post office parking lot taking video. So I guess that this sign doesn't extend to the parking lot, it's only for this particular driveway. At least that's what the Frauditor thinks. Yeah, Frauditor needs to see a sign every place, in each and every driveway or parking lot, or else it's open to the public according to them. But even if they did see a sign, it wouldn't make much difference because they paid for this. This is federal property and they paid for it with their tax dollars. And they have every single right to go onto this property and harass people and film everything they can see from a public vantage point. No doubt about it. At least that's what they tell me anyway.
5 minutes later.
Good thing I stuck around. Hey, how are you?
Good. Officer Pops of Harrison Police.
I didn't hear you.
Officer Pops of Harrison Police. You taking pictures of the post office, or?
Yeah.
Any particular reason, or?
Do I need a reason?
No, you don't need a reason. But
Okay.
just wanted
What's up, bud?
somebody cold.
Yeah, someone called you to take pictures over here or something.
What's your name and badge number?
Oh, you can. That's fine. What were you doing taking pictures over here? We're just wondering.
You didn't answer my question.
You have to answer my question too, okay?
I asked you
You're being
first.
recorded. My name's Officer Fonts. Okay?
The fonts?
Yeah.
142?
Okay, so what were you taking pictures of?
I'm sorry?
We're just curious. We got a couple of calls that you're taking pictures
Yeah,
in the area.
It's,
Okay.
Any particular reason you take the pictures, or not?
Is there a reason why you're recording?
Yes, because it's part of our procedures.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so that's fine.
This is the jackwagon behind the camera. Good Guy Audits. He says his name's David. Whether it is or not, I don't know. I can't verify that. But he has a smart mouth. You notice how he asked the cop for his name and badge number. He says, "You didn't answer my question. Is it illegal to take questions? Is it illegal to do this? Is it illegal to do that?" Yeah, well, you know what? It's suspicious. And in this day and age, somebody standing outside a federal building taking pictures, you always got to wonder What is that person doing? Now, he claims to be a activist. You're an activist. You're a freedom fighter, if you will. I don't understand how you are fighting for my freedom. Don't tell people you're fighting for my freedom, because you're not. You're not fighting for anyone's freedom, least of all your own. You're just a jackwagon, and you need a way to make money, so you found this loophole on YouTube. Yeah, all right, and that's the end of the story. Why don't you just tell people that you're a jackwagon?
So, any reason you take pictures, then the quicker we can get out of here.
Do I need a reason?
Yeah, you need to hurry. We just got a call. We're just curious because we had a lot of criminal activity in the area here, so we just want to make sure everything's okay. Okay? Is there any reason you were photographing?
There's a reason for everything.
Okay, so what's your reason?
Do I need a reason?
Yes, it explains to you. Do you have ID with you, sir?
For what?
So I could identify you.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I don't know. You're not helping me answer questions, so I don't know if you did a crime or didn't do a crime.
So why are you asking me for ID?
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, and you're not being very
You need reasonable articulable suspicion.
Yes, I have plenty of suspicion. My suspicion is
of what crime?
A lot of calls. You were coming in the area.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
This is a federal building, sir.
Okay.
And we got a lot of calls. We've been having a lot of crime here. A lot of people have been stealing from mailboxes and that. We just want to make sure.
What crime?
I'm not saying it's you. You're not listening. I'm trying to explain.
You're not answering my question.
You're being very difficult.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
As I stated earlier, the boy's a jackwagon. The officer doesn't suspect you of any particular crime, but you are a suspicious person right now, and you're refusing to cooperate by answering questions. So I think that you should show your ID. This is what's wrong in America, and this is why people get hurt. And when the police react negatively, then the media wants to string them up by their toes somewhere on public square and stone them. It's ridiculous. Why not just show your ID? I don't understand. This nonsense about securing your possessions and you're violating my Fourth Amendment rights makes absolutely no sense to anyone except to a jackwagon like a Frauditor. Nobody's searching you. Nobody's seizing anything from you. They're simply asking you to identify yourself, and when you don't, it makes yourself look even more suspicious.
I'm trying to get to the bottom, trying to figure this out. Can you work with us so we can...
You want me to help you with your investigation?
Yeah, we want to know what you were doing here. That's as simple as that. I'm asking you a simple
Whatever
question.
you see me doing is what I was doing.
I just got here. You tell me. I wasn't here before when I got the call. We got multiple calls.
I didn't call you, first of all.
You didn't call me, sir.
Okay.
We got multiple calls from residents. They wanted to know what was going on. We got calls from people in the building. We're just trying to see what's going on, that's all.
So you should speak to the reporting party.
We did. That's why they brought us here. We're checking.
What did they tell you?
What's that, sir?
What did they tell you?
That you were filming the building.
Oh, is that a crime?
I didn't say it was a crime.
So why you need my ID?
Just want to know what's going on. What brings you in the area? That's all. Just asking simple questions. That's all. Yeah. So
once you ask me for ID and you can't come up with reasonable articulable suspicion, that's when I get upset.
Look, sweetheart, don't you think that cops are a little bit more than upset right now that you're refusing to identify yourself? When a person refuses to identify themselves, it appears as though they're trying to hide something. Do you have warrants? Is that why you don't want to identify yourself? Did you just do something to someone and you're hiding from that fact? Yeah, there could be 101 reasons why you don't want to identify yourself. You could be armed right now and the police don't know it. They have no clue who you are. Forget about the RAS. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. But I'll tell you one thing. It fits a Frauditor's narrative perfectly, because I never met a Frauditor yet who wasn't stupid. No doubt about that.
No, I did give you a reason, because we had a lot of issues. I told you people have been stealing from the
But in order to ask for my ID, you need to have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, that I either committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to commit a crime. You're not articulating a crime.
Because I'm explaining to you
that there's crime in it. That's like you can stop somebody, hey, let me get your ID. There's a lot of crime in the area. Do you understand?
That's all, sir. I'm not saying
Is suspicion a crime?
I'm not saying anything wrong. I just wanted to know what you were doing. If you're telling me you're just taking a picture of the building, that's fine. We can leave.
I said that.
No, you didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. And you said that I need a reason to.
A reason to what?
You said, is there a reason why you're taking pictures of the building? So you know I'm taking pictures of the building.
I was asking you,
but because
I wanted to know what the reason
so
was.
You know what I'm doing.
I don't know why you're taking pictures of the building, that's all.
Do you need to know why?
Yes, I do.
I'm exercising my First Amendment.
It's a federal bill. We're just curious.
Do you know that the Department of Homeland
Sir,
Security?
what's your first name?
Do you know the Department of Homeland Security put out a memo in 2018 that the American citizens have the right to take pictures inside and outside of federal buildings?
Frauditor, I'm so happy you brought that up because here's the DHS directive you're talking about. Look there in the middle on the right-hand side. Commercial photography and videotaping in a space occupied by a federal tenant requires the written permission of the agency official. Oh, well, yeah, now if you skip down to letter C there, building entrances and lobbies and so on and so forth, you can take those pictures as long as you're not a commercial entity. And since you're uploading these to YouTube with the expectation of making ad revenue, you're considered a commercial entity. Now, Frauditor, you see how you twist everything to fit your narrative? What kind of nonsense is that, Frauditor?
I understand that.
So why are you...
We got multiple.
So why do I need a reason?
My job. I don't know why you give me such a hard time.
I'm not, because you asked me for ID.
Yes.
And I feel offended. Like
I don't mean to offend you. It's not offending. I just wanted to know what the reason for the pictures.
And then rather than coming up to me, right, you should speak to them. They called you.
Yeah, they called. They said you were outside.
I didn't call you. I don't need help.
I didn't say you called me. I said they called inside. I wanted to see
What I'm saying is I don't need nobody's help. I don't need nothing from nobody.
I didn't say you did.
I'm just minding my business.
Okay. Well, we just needed, a couple of answers. What was going on? That's all. So you just take a picture of the building. That's
You know what you should do? You should go inside and educate the federal workers.
I was thinking that. I just was getting curious.
Just educate them.
So what you were taking pictures? What the reason was? That's all.
And I was asking you, do I need a reason?
I think most people would agree that this guy has a cocky attitude. He has a real smart mouth and a big chip on his shoulder. I don't know why he thinks he knows everything about the First Amendment and recording in public, but it's ridiculous. I've been watching this guy ever since his channel first came on YouTube, and he was harmless at first, but now he's getting brave, he's getting bold. And I'll tell you one thing though, he doesn't know how to speak properly. Now, as a former educator, yes, I'm a real educator, not one of these wannabe educators. I notice things like that because I don't need help from nobody. I don't need nothing from no one. Okay, yeah, that's great. Where did you go to school at, man? Because I tell you what, they shortchanged you, brother. They shortchanged you, they social promoted you, and you graduated too soon. And speaking of education, why does each and every frauditor I watch believe that we, and I say we, I'm talking about the public, need an education on the First Amendment and filming in public? Most people could care less about it. Okay, great. We may take our rights for granted here in America, but we don't need some jackwagon to educate us on what our rights are. Shut up. Go home and find a real job, Frauditor.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering
Why?
what the reason was.
Why do I need a reason?
Because it's a little big. You're filming pictures. You're taking pictures here where we have a lot of crimes.
You're recording me. Is that weird?
That's part of the problem. You're very hard to talk.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make everything make sense. That's it.
So just relax. I see you shaking.
I am relaxed.
I see you shaking. You're nervous. No need to be
I mean,
nervous.
you guys got guns.
No, don't worry.
I don't have
worry
guns.
Don't worry what we got. So at the end of the day, somebody called and said somebody's out there taking pictures, videos of the building. To them, it appeared to be a suspicious activity. They reported to us. We come here, we talk to you, ask a few questions. We just want to make sure whatever you're doing, it's not compromising anybody's safety in this building. And if that's the fact, then you go on with your day. What's the big deal? I see you recording us. Good. We're recording everything we do all day long, so there's nothing wrong with it. But we come here, we ask you what's going on. You have a simple conversation with us, you go on with your day. It's not the end of the world.
I did.
Okay. So
you asked me what I'm doing. You said...
You take a picture. So can I...
Pardon me, officer. I realize that you're a level-headed man and you have common sense, common courtesy, and common decency, but you're speaking with a frauditor who possesses none of those traits. He could care less what you think about him. He's on a mission. He's there to gather content for his story, and he's going to upload it to YouTube and make a few dollars. This is what he does in life. This is his lot in life. Yeah, he made his own bed and now he has to lie in it. Plus, arguing with you makes really good content for his upload to YouTube, because then his viewers will say, oh, well, he's a good guy, all right. He stood up to the man and he didn't take any guff from him. So you're not going to be able to win a debate with this idiot. The best thing to do is walk away before you cause yourself to get a massive headache that you won't be able to get rid of.
I don't care about nobody in there. I've never even been inside that building. In my entire life, have I ever stepped foot in that building?
We don't know that.
But just know, somebody's calling, they're concerned, somebody's taking pictures, video outside. I don't know what the backstory behind it. Well, why are you doing this? So you've never been inside,
Never.
Do you work for USPS? You said you have
I don't really answer questions, honestly.
Okay, all right, man. I just want to make sure you didn't walk in and had an argument with them and now you're reporting outside.
Is that what they reported?
No.
What did they report?
They said somebody outside is taking video or pictures of the building and appears to be suspicious.
Is that a crime?
It's not a crime, but like...
So...
It's just racist.
It ends where it starts. There's a guy outside taking pictures.
But you see your behavior, why we're a little... We want to leave. We want to leave you alone. Believe me. We want to go.
I mean, am I detained?
No, you're not.
Okay, so you can leave me alone.
We just want to know what. I don't know why it's a simple question.
Because the whole thing is simple. You see me on the public sidewalk taking pictures, and you're like, why? What's your reason for taking pictures? And I ask you, do I need a reason to take a picture?
So this idiot comes out here with his potato cam and he stands on the sidewalk until someone calls the police. Then he talks to the police for 20 minutes about absolutely nothing except his right to stand there and do what he's doing, and tying up police resources when the two of these officers could be doing something else more important. And this is doing what? Protecting our First Amendment freedoms here in America. I've said it so many times. I bloody am tired of talking about it, but I just don't understand. Really, I don't get it. How is this helping the rest of us? Does anybody watching this video right now feel like your rights are more protected than before this idiot came out here with his potato cam today? Absolutely not. But they continue to do it. Why? Because they make good money doing it on YouTube. That's the only reason.
Pictures in public on such a beautiful day?
All right, so...
And you're like, yes, you need a reason. No, I do not need a reason, sir. And I'm trying to keep the peace too, but you're making it more complicated. I'm just a private citizen in America exercising my rights on the public sidewalk.
That's fine.
If people feel uncomfortable, that's because they're ignorant to our rights. That's where you guys come in, the guys that took an oath to our rights, and you educate the reporting party. Hey, listen, he's just on the public sidewalk taking pictures.
So that's all. So we got your side of the story.
Then rather than telling me, yeah, you need a reason, I don't need a reason.
No, but sir, we just needed your side of the story, so we tell them.
There is no side of the story. What you see is what I've been doing. Standing on the public sidewalk taking pictures.
Okay, that's it. It's simple as that. All right. You have a
Simple.
good day, sir.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Am I free to go? That means I'm free to stay too, right?
You're free to stay. Just whatever.
Don't bother anybody.
Whatever's going on.
And don't eat snow. Don't eat yellow snow.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to end it there, folks, because he talks for about another 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, but he's just telling the cops nonsense. What is this? Don't eat yellow snow. There's no snow outside, man. It's the middle of June. We're in summertime. At any rate, what was that other thing he said? Oh, yeah, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard a frauditor say. I don't know who started that. I remember Glenn Serio said that, but there were some other frauditors at the time who said it as well. I don't know who coined that phrase, but it is stupid. Yeah, you know what? If a cop told me I'm free to go, I would go. If you stay, you may be arrested. Of course, frauditors don't want to think about that, right? Because they're bulletproof. They'll never be arrested, right? But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me. Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
Bro.
Put your hands on me. No reason to have.
I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Salam alhamdulillah. Allahu akbar. Harknuikan dakra. Ula wala fufatay.
Greetings, Dr. Dave here. There was a great deal of confusion when I posted yesterday about my members only section. I will never charge to watch content on my channel ever. Let me repeat that. There will never be a charge to watch any videos on my channel. The members only section I was referring to is strictly for live streams. It's optional. You will never pay one single penny to watch anything on my videos or live streams. It's completely optional. If you would like to join the channel, it's up to you, but it will never cost a penny to watch anything on my channel ever. Now, let me get on with the public service announcement. Hello everyone, Dr. Dave here. Due to high demand and interest, Dr. Dave has decided to create a members only area for all his subscribers. Several badges and emojis are currently present. I'd like your feedback. What kind of badges and emojis would you like to see? And right now there's only one level you can join at. Let me know what other levels you'd be interested in. I really don't want to charge people extra money for an early view of a video. I believe that everyone should see the videos when they become available. But if you're really interested in something that I can provide, let me know and I will look into it. But for now, enjoy!